Kenya. Just the name sounds like an adventure, doesn't it? I've traveled the world, tasted incredible food, and experienced different cultures. But Kenya was different. It was a call of the wild, a whisper of the savannah, a promise of something extraordinary. And let me tell you, it did not disappoint. From the moment my plane touched down in Nairobi, I knew I was in for a treat. The air was thick with anticipation, the sun was warm on my skin, and the energy was electric. Kenya was ready to show me its magic, and I was more than ready to be amazed. This wasn't just another trip. This was a journey into the heart of Africa, a land of breathtaking landscapes, incredible wildlife, and vibrant cultures. I was here to eat, to explore, to experience Kenya in all its glory. And trust me, you're going to want to do the same. So buckle up, get ready for a wild ride, and let me show you why Kenya should be at the top of your travel list. Let's talk about the food, because, well, it's me, and food is life. Kenyan cuisine is a delicious fusion of flavors, influenced by Indian, Arabic, and traditional African cuisines. First up, nyama choma. Imagine this. Succulent grilled meat, seasoned to perfection, smoky and juicy. You'll find it everywhere, from roadside stalls to fancy restaurants. Then there's ugali, a staple food made from maize flour, kind of like a thick porridge. It's hearty, filling, and perfect for soaking up all those delicious sauces. And don't even get me started on the fruits. Mangoes, pineapples, passion fruit, all bursting with flavor and ripened to perfection under the African sun. You haven't tasted fruit until you've had it in Kenya. Whether you're a seasoned foodie or just looking to try something new, Kenyan cuisine is an adventure for your taste buds. Get ready to eat your heart out. Okay, let's talk about the main attraction, the wildlife. Kenya is home to some of the most iconic animals on the planet, and seeing them in their natural habitat is an experience that will stay with you forever. Imagine this. The sun rising over the savannah, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink. You're in an open-top Jeep, the wind in your hair, as you set off on a game drive. Giraffes gracefully graze on acacia trees, zebras roam in herds, and elephants trumpet in the distance. And then you see them lions, majestic and powerful, lounging in the shade. The adrenaline rush is real, folks. You're witnessing nature at its rawest, most untamed, and it's absolutely breathtaking. From the Masai Mara to Amboseli National Park, Kenya offers a front-row seat to the greatest show on earth, the Wild Kingdom in all its glory. Now, Kenya isn't just about the wild side. It's also got bustling cities with their own unique charm. Nairobi, the capital, is a vibrant mix of modern skyscrapers and traditional markets. Explore the Maasai market for some authentic crafts, get lost in the labyrinthine alleys of the city market, or grab a cup of chai and watch the city come alive. But it's not just Nairobi. Mombasa on the coast is a melting pot of cultures, with influences from Arabia, India, and Portugal. Explore the historic Fort Jesus, wander through the narrow streets of Old Town, or simply relax on the pristine beaches and soak up the sun. Kenya's cities are a feast for the senses, offering a glimpse into the country's rich history, diverse cultures, and vibrant contemporary life. Section 5. Finding your perfect Kenyan home. Now let's talk about where to rest your head after a long day of exploring. Kenya offers a range of accommodation options to suit every budget and preference. Looking for luxury? You got it. Imagine yourself in a lavish safari lodge, sipping cocktails as the sun sets over the savannah. Or maybe a beachfront villa with private access to the Indian Ocean is more your style. On a tighter budget? No problem. Kenya has plenty of guest houses, hostels, and campsites that won't break the bank. The important thing is to find a place that feels like home, whether it's a cozy cabin in the mountains or a beachfront bungalow with ocean views. Remember, it's not about the thread count of the sheets, but about the experiences you have and the memories you create. One of the things that truly touched me about Kenya was the warmth and hospitality of its people. From the Maasai warriors in their traditional red shukas to the friendly shopkeepers in the markets, everyone I met welcomed me with open arms and genuine smiles. Sharing stories over cups of chai, learning a few Swahili phrases, and experiencing the local way of life firsthand is what truly made my trip unforgettable. The Kenyan people are proud of their heritage and eager to share their culture with visitors. So, don't be afraid to strike up a conversation, ask questions, and immerse yourself in the local way of life. You'll find that the connections you make with the people you meet will be some of the most treasured souvenirs you take home. Now, while you're busy having the time of your life in Kenya, it's important to remember that we all have a responsibility to protect this beautiful planet and its people. Choose eco-friendly lodges and tour operators that are committed to sustainable tourism practices. Respect the wildlife, keep a safe distance, and never ever engage in any activity that could harm these magnificent creatures. Support local communities by buying handicrafts directly from artisans, stay in locally owned guest houses, and consider donating to organizations that are working to conserve Kenya's natural beauty and cultural heritage. Remember, travel can be a force for good, and by making conscious choices, we can all contribute to a more responsible and sustainable future for Kenya and its people. Now, I know what you're thinking. Tony, this all sounds amazing, but can I afford it? And the answer is yes, you absolutely can. Kenya is a destination that caters to all budgets, and with a little planning, you can experience the magic of this incredible country without breaking the bank. Consider traveling during the shoulder seasons, April to May and October to November, for lower prices on flights and accommodation. Eat like a local at street food stalls and local restaurants for delicious and affordable meals. Opt for public transportation like matatus or minibuses instead of taxis, and haggle like a pro at the markets for unique souvenirs. And remember, some of the best experiences in life are free. Hiking in the Ngong Hills, watching the sunset over the Indian Ocean, or simply soaking up the vibrant atmosphere of a local market. With a little creativity and flexibility, you can have an unforgettable Kenyan adventure without spending a fortune. As I boarded my flight back home, I couldn't help but feel a pang of sadness that my Kenyan adventure had come to an end. But I left with a heart full of memories, a camera roll bursting with incredible photos, and a newfound appreciation for the beauty, wonder, and spirit of this incredible country. Kenya had gotten under my skin, and I knew I'd be back for more. So what are you waiting for? Start planning your own Kenyan adventure today. Trust me, it'll be a journey you'll never forget. From the flavors to the wildlife, the culture to the people, Kenya will capture your heart and leave you forever changed. Until next time, Kenya.